our Jenkins job. Let's take the job with argument. Okay. So this was our Jenkins job. We have configured this script, uh, this particular script, where we are passing two variables. And whenever we pass these two variables, this script was showing those two variables, variable one and variable two. So let me show you on the screen also, first of all, that how this works. So here we have a script called test bash. Okay. So whenever we run the test bash with variable one, let's suppose I am v1, I am v2. So what this script does, it shows me those two variables, right? Let me open the script also. So the people who are new to the shell scripting, for them, let me explain. So in shell scripting, the first script we call it $1. Okay, sorry, $0. And the next variable is the variable which we pass to the script. So which we call it $1, $2, like that. N number of variables we can pass to a script to get something done. So in the same way, we have created one small test script to check our Jenkins pipeline. Okay, where we are passing two variables from the Jenkins so that we can achieve automations. Okay, so let me show you what was wrong yesterday and what I have fixed it. So if you go to this particular job, go to the configure. Here, basically, there is an option called this project is parameterized. Okay, when we select this particular option, let's suppose I want to let me uncheck this for now. Let's suppose I'm configuring it now and I want to add my parameters. So this project is parameterized. So here I will give my parameter name v1, okay, and then v2, okay, and I will select the parameter as a string parameter, okay. I will create one more job from the scratch and show you. And we have to refer the same name, whatever name we are using it here, right? We have to pass it to our script. Some, hello, Nagesh, can you mute? I think a lot of humming is coming from your side. Yeah. So, so we have just passed this argument one and argument two on the Jenkins level, and I have just saved it. Now, if I run this particular script, let's suppose I want to build this script, what I will do, I will simply go and select build with parameter and I will give v1. So here I will say I am v1 param, and here I will say I am a v2 param, and I will build it. The moment I will build it, I'll get my script running like this. Is this clear for argument one? Yesterday it was not working, right? You remember, everyone? Question, concern, allegation, arguments, anything?
Yeah, so yesterday directory is not creating, right? There.
Directory, no, let me create this from the scratch. Okay, so that directory was not getting created, correct? So I did one more changes in the screen in the Linux level. I have added this line. In VS sudo, I have simply added this line. So what this line means? This line means Jenkins user all means from any host, from any machine, it can access or it can come to my server. Okay. And next all under the bracket, which means can run any command with user, including any port. I am telling no password because in my Jenkins configuration, if I not mention this like root did, so every time it will prompt me for the password. So what I did, I said I don't want to put any password. It should be passwordless. And the last command is it can run any command. The moment I have added it, my same job started working. Make sense? This one, this line, it is under vs sudo. You just run vi sudo, and under the sudo file, you just add this line. The way I have explained you, any user, any command, any command with the port, no password, like that. You can configure it. The moment I did it, my job started working. Okay, now another thing I want to show you. Any question before I go ahead? Like for this one, argument one, built with parameter. Can I create a script and show you with from the database point of view? Will that, or everyone is clear about that? Let me ask like
Hey,
that.
Abhishek, Manish here. Just one
Mm-hmm,
question.
mm-hmm,
Uh, like the console, the Jenkins
mm-hmm,
console, and
mm-hmm,
then there are underlying directories and script on the
mm-hmm,
Linux box.
mm-hmm,
So how does that, like, I mean, you must have covered it, like yesterday I was not
mm-hmm,
there. If it is like not taking longer, you can explain it again. The
mm-hmm,
communication between the console and the underlying
mm-hmm,
directory and scripts.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So that part I want to know. I mean, if it is going to take longer, let it be. I will watch the video. Not a problem.
So simple. Uh, so this is my Jenkins. Oh God, I think I have to change my pen now. No problem. So let me take a fresh one. So think like this is my Linux box. Under that, I have installed Jenkins. Under OPT, this is my OPT. OPT. I have a script. To run this script, every time I have to pass two parameter, parameter one, parameter two. If I don't provide any parameter, it will not work. So under the Jenkins, I have created a job. So when I will create a job for this script, uh, running the direct script is not going to work, right, Manish? I have to pass these two variables also, right? Every time,
Right.
whenever I'm running the shell script. So when I am creating a job in the Jenkins, Jenkins give me an option to create the job with parameter. So I have created two parameters with string option, and I have configured my job. Whenever I am running this job, I have to every time pass these variables, this P1, P2. The moment I run it, it starts executing this script. Okay, so yesterday we were getting one more issue. Jenkins, whenever Jenkins runs any job, it runs as a Jenkins user. And Jenkins user was not having privilege to run this. Okay, and Jenkins
Okay.
was also not able to evoke AWS CLI command because Jenkins was not able to run anything under the root user, right? So
Mhm.
what I did, I have simply went to the sudoers file using vi sudo command, and I have added a line saying that Jenkins can run anything, any command with using any port. And once I have added it, my problem got resolved.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me show you another thing. Let's suppose you create a script. Okay. Let's suppose you create a script, and that script need host name, port, username, and password. Okay. For that kind of scenario, you will build it with parameter, right? Yeah, Rohit, please ask your question.
Abhishek, this
Rohit.
is the way. This is the best option to take it because we have entered. This is the best option to add the Jenkins user in the root file or something, any other option will be there
Yes,
to
there
run?
are multiple options, but for to fix this scenario, I did it. The best option to run any Jenkins job is to use the agent, so that you
Okay.
have full control on that. Okay,
Mhm.
so when we will read about Jenkins and automations, there we are going to talk about all those things. Okay, but
Okay.
just for the installation purpose, I have used Jenkins to show you one option, that how you can deploy your installation, Postgre installation on cloud or anywhere using
Mhm.
Jenkins. So that's why I took this particular session, but I'll show you that also.
Okay.
Today I will show you one small pipeline also with the blank commands, so that you
Mhm.
will get the understanding. Is this clear? Argument one, simply go to the new item, do something like that, script with argument, take the freestyle project. Okay, go write some description like execute script with orgs. Okay, here just select that this project is parameterized. Add parameter. What kind of parameter we are passing? We are passing string, right? So select the string. If you have any Boolean parameter where you have to pass true and false, you can use Boolean parameter. Like that, you have n number of parameters. If you want to pass any file or something, you can send the entire file, and from the file, your shell script will pick up the parameters. That is also possible, but as people are new to this concept, I'm just taking simple this one. I will say v1, or I will say p1, and I will say this is parameter 1 for my shell script. Okay, and I will add another parameter, string only. I will say this is v2, and I will say simple thing. Let's not take the default value, put it here, control X, p2, this is p1. Let me take it small case, otherwise again it will might. Okay, and then simply under the build environment, build step, which one should I select here? Which option will go to execute the shell script? Which option will execute my shell script?
Execute
Cell.
cell.
Execute cell.
Now what I have to write here, this is my script, this is my script. So what I have to write, full address. Okay, always give full address. And now what I have to pass, what parameter I have to pass, right? Then only my script will run, right? P1, P2, apply, save. When I will build this parameter, automatically it will build with prompt. It will ask me to pass these two values. I will say I am P1. I will say I am P2. Okay, and now my script got executed and I'm getting P1. No, so we did a mistake. 1 second. P1.
So, Abhishek, two questions.
Mhm,
You have already given the parameterize, right? You have
mhm.
given in the top. So we don't need to mention in the script itself, right? Here we don't need to require it to mention it here, right? If we have already defined P1 and P2 above.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So why do we need to define it here again?
Because first we will define it that this particular script is parameterized, and then we are giving the
Okay.
parameter name, and with the
Mm,
$sign you are defining that whenever you run this script, make sure you take these two parameter on the
okay.
Jenkins level. Now if I apply save, in the last execution I missed the this one $sign. Okay, so
Okay.
now let's build again. I will say I am P1, I am P2. I'll give you a use case also to to explain you where you will do these kind of thing. Is this clear at least now? With parameter
Yeah.
I have executed this one.
One more question. So in the sudoers file, you have mentioned
Mhm,
the Jenkins user and with no password, right?
mhm,
Now my question is that whenever we install a Jenkins, this is
mhm.
the mandatory step, right?
This is a mandatory step when you are executing the shell script on the host. This is mandatory step.
Okay,
Otherwise,
got it.
you have to find another solution. Mean to say, you have to create a different user only for the Jenkins execution, and you have to add it. And every time in your script, you have to call that user. That is the another option if you have any security concern. But this is the very basic level of execution that I have shown you, so that people are not getting confused. In future, we are going to see more complex executions also in that. Is this clear, everyone? I want to, even if it is not clear, I'm fine. You raise your hand. We can have a discussion, because this is the one of the basics in my class, which we are going to do again and again for multiple places. When we are doing DevOps class also, I am going to ask about these things. So please raise your hand. Don't worry. Even when I was doing my, learning about Jenkins, I was not very clear for more than 1.5 months to 2 months. So it's okay. We can have a discussion. But this is important to automate anything. This is very important. Even if you propose this kind of thing in your office, you will get a lot of values. Is this clear? At least how to build any or how to run the
Abhishek, what is
script.
inside the
Hmm?
test.bash file?
This is simple echo command. Simple echo command.
And
It
sir,
is
the
just
script
e Mhm,
script which we are trying to
mhm,
put in Jenkins job,
mhm,
that
mhm,
script has to be available on the Jenkins server, or it could be like if that job is
mhm,
for some other target server, like destination
mhm,
is somewhat
mhm.
different. So that script has to be on that target node, or like
Correct.
what?
So let's suppose same script is running on my target machine. So how I execute in Linux level, the remote script, how we execute? Anyone knows how we do it? Do that?
Passing SSH.
Correct.
SSH.
SSH 192.168.1
I think
dot
SSH pass or some.
like this, right? But before that, what is the requirement to run this command? We should be have configured SSH passwordless
Passwordless
from
communication.
passwordless authentication from your target to source. Then only this command will work. And this supposed to be there in your shell script. Okay. We are going to discuss more and more use cases and all in our automation section. But is this clear at least? Dhirendra,
Yes,
I have answered your question.
yes, yes.
Are you good? Okay. Now, don't worry, we will discuss more. Now, just for a minute before I go for the next thing, can someone tell me a used case? We can go one by one. Using this Jenkins, using this shell script execution, can someone tell me what is the use case that comes in his mind, or the problem which he's facing day to day, which can be fixed by this kind of solution, automatic or automation solutions?
We use for backup for taking database backup.
Very good. So let's suppose I have a Postgre running on my machine. I will write a shell script with the parameter. Parameter will take a full backup, incremental backup, something like that. And I will come and create a job and put the parameter and run. So my backup will be done. Very good. Next use case, which can fix a big time problem in our life as a DBA.
Already trying things kind of creating the table spaces, then pre-post build
Mhm,
validation checks related to like whenever we roll out any virtual
mm,
machine, or if it
mm,
is Postgres
mm,
specifically, then
mm,
verification of user if it is has elevated access, and if it
mm,
is like elevated access are there, then kindly
mm.
raise a alarm that the check is
Alarm.
getting fed.
Mm, mm.
So
Very
this
good.
kind of things like already there in progress, but
Mm,
I mean I have explained you my
mm,
situation like last week. So
mm.
yes, I mean almost all of the things can be done using this approach. So
Approach.
in like in our project, whatever things are there from the command line, they want things to
Mm,
be parameterized, like, like with Ansible only configuration related things, and with Jenkins, all the DB scripts planning to move there, just one click job, kind of that.
Got great, great.
We can
I
also
think
use it for full vacuum.
yes. So are you good? You are going to use it for full vacuum. That's what you meant to say, right? Sheikh?
Yes, yes, full
Okay.
vacuum.
So you will just create a job and write full vacuum and you will select the target host and execute it, right? Anyone
I've
else?
never done it. I've never
Mhm.
done it before, but I think it can be done.
Yeah, it can. You can done n number of things. After this discussion, I'll give you some more use cases. But I want to
Uh,
understand from the people. Yeah, Kshitij.
yeah, Abhishek, we can do database cleanup and optimization by using Jenkins jobs
Very
and
good.
security auditing.
Very good. Security audit is one of the another pain which
Hmm.
can be done. And just remind me, I'll give you very good use case which has been asked in one of the interview question also for one of the biggest bank related to audit and Jenkins. Anyone else? I want everyone to speak and tell me at least one use case that you will do or you are going to do in your home or office or anywhere.
Like
We can
installation,
plan.
Mhm.
We
DB
can plan
installation.
OS patching. Yeah, I mean, we can mention the any server name using
Mm,
parameter.
very good. OS patching can also be done using Jenkins job. Another biggest problem. Whenever we want to learn anything, we have to build our virtual machines. Okay. And every time we go and build our virtual machines. In my house, if I install a Jenkins server on my laptop, and in my laptop, if I have a vagrant configured, I can simply create a job, right, on Jenkins with parameters saying that whenever I say create Ubuntu machine, it will create Ubuntu machine. Whenever I say create a rel machine, it will create rel machine. Like that, we can also do a implementation pipeline, right, in our house itself for creating virtual machine. Yes or no? Can it be done?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again and again, we are not doing same machine creation every day because it's not going to add value addition to our job, right? Creating, running command, vagrant up and all, which can be automated like this. Everyone, are we in the same page? Are we good at least by this? Because I want to show you the AWS deployment also using Jenkins just in a after this discussion. If everyone is good, just raise your hand. If 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 you have further discussion or further confusion, please talk to me. I don't have any problem explaining again and again.
Abhishek, there is a use case in my
Hmm.
because there is something a scripts run SQL scripts
Hmm. Hmm.
that is run by the junior members that they run on the backend level, and
Hmm.
I do not want to them to log into the Linux server. So will
Ah,
it
very
be
good. Hmm.
Linux server, and they use because they do not know the commands,
Hmm.
and something can happen. So Jenkins it can be done. No? They I just give
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
this console and they can run by that something a
Very
script
good.
will be.
Very good. So you don't want to give the access to your junior members. You will create a Jenkins job and give it to them so that there are less chance of accidents. Everything is
Yeah,
written in your script. Script will do whatever we have decided. Very good.
it can be pasted now over this. I
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
that was
You can
mm,
even you can do further automation on top of it. You can create your validation script also. Okay. Next thing
okay,
I will show you that all those things.
okay,
Anyone,
okay.
anything which you want to discuss? Shashikant, I think you are planning to do automations, right? You have any use case in your mind which can
Yeah, we
be
can do
used?
minor and major upgrade also, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can do. We can do. This is the way basic. 1 minute. My daughter is asking something. Very good. Minor and major upgrade. Same thing happens with the RDS. In RDS we do. Okay. Now let's understand one more thing which was failing yesterday. We were running one job for AWS RDS. Mhm.
Abhishek, you have stopped the recording.
No, it is running actually.
No, it is
Are you
not
s-
showing it. It
Um,
said that this recording has been stopped.
No, it's running, I think.
It's running. It is
It's
showing
it's
me.
No,
running.
no, it's showing stop.
It's running for me.
It's not
It's running
running for
for me
us.
Let me stop and start it again so that, but this time you will get 3 files then.